The first time you noticed him, he wasn't even looking at you. He was leaning against his bike outside the college gates, jaw clenched, knuckles bruised, the wind playing with his black hair like it worshipped him. A cigarette dangled from his lips, casual, reckless, like the world couldn't touch him. Everyone dreaded him, everyone whispered about him, everyone feared him except you. You stared. He looked like the exact kind of mistake your father, a powerful politician, spent his life protecting you from. But butterflies don't listen to warnings when they see fire. And he was the most dangerous kind of fire. You weren't the type to attract trouble, class president, top grades, quiet, polite, a girl with locked doors around her entire life. People assumed you were cold. Truth was, you were scared of being known. But Jungkook, he looked like someone who would know you even when you tried your hardest to disappear. That afternoon, trouble didn't just find you, it cornered you. 3 seniors blocked your way in the parking lot, your grip tightened around the file in your hands. Where are you running, princess? One senior smirked, fingers curling around your wrist. You slid your wrist out of his grip, chin lifting with quiet authority, making them amused. Somewhere far away from boys whose brains are as tiny as their courage. Their faces dropped at the same time. You didn't wait for their reaction, you attempted to walk past. But he blocked you again. You have got a sharp tongue for someone who hides behind her father's name. He spat. You turned slowly, ice cold like winter. And you have got a big mouth for someone who can't do anything without backup. Ouch, that hit his ego. He grabbed your wrist again, frustrated. That was his mistake because a lethal voice sliced through the air behind him. Let her go. Silence dragged thick and terrifying. The boy turned and instantly regretted his entire existence. Because there stood John Jungkook, the bad boy no one wants to mess with. He stepped forward, cigarette between fingers, eyes filled with a storm ready to break bones. Touch her again. Jungkook said quietly, I'll break your arm, then your nose, in that order. His tone wasn't angry, it was a promise. The seniors backed away, fear swallowing their ego. Jungkook glared at them until they disappeared completely. Then his eyes shifted to you, not the same dangerous fire, something else, something softer and something unsettling. You okay? His voice dropped gentle, and that made your knees weaker than fear ever could. You nodded. Yes, I handled it. He huffed a small laugh, impressed. I saw. He tucked his tongue into his cheek. That comeback reminded me not to piss you off. You tried to hide your smile but failed. You must stop saving me. You whispered, his brows raised. Not a chance. He stepped closer, invading your breath. If anyone looks at you wrong, he said, voice low enough to feel instead of hear. I'll make him regret it. Your heartbeat skipped, then crashed back twice as fast. You smoke too much. You said, trying to push away the rush of hate. He raised it slightly. This? His voice teased you. You don't like it? It's bad for you. You answered quickly, too quickly. Jungkook's eyes glinted with mischief. So you care if I die? He stepped even closer, no space left to breathe. His breath brushed your cheek, your heart stuttered. I didn't say that. You didn't have to. His gaze dropped to your lips before returning to your eyes. You are shaking. Because you are standing too close. Am I? He didn't move, not even an inch. He looked away, nerves trembling. You should go back to whatever you were doing. He chuckled under his breath, low and sinful. Princess, he murmured, saying the word like a secret stuck to his tongue. If anyone touches you again, you find me. He leaned in near your ear, his voice barely above a whisper. I'll take care of it. You felt goosebumps rise everywhere. He stepped back, finally turning away. Jungkook? He paused, looking at you over his shoulder. You didn't know what you wanted to say, why you called out his name, why you suddenly needed him to stay. Thank you. It was all you managed. His expression softened, just a flicker, before he masked it with a smirk. Don't get used to it. He flicked the cigarette away and crushed it under his shoe. You'll start thinking I'm a good boy. He walked off, hands in pockets, not once looking back. You watched him disappear around the corner. And realized something terrifying. You weren't afraid of him, you were afraid of what he made you feel, because if Jungkook reached out his hand, you would walk into the dark with him without asking a single question. School duty, your least favorite part of being class president. Arms stacked with trash bags, you walked toward the back bin area, the quietest corner of campus. Too quiet. You turned the corner and froze. Jungkook was leaning against the wall, one boot pressed up behind him, cigarette between his lips, hair messy like he had just escaped another fight. Smoke swirled around him like darkness that refused to let go. He noticed you immediately. His eyes dragged up and down your figure slowly, not disrespectful, curious, like he was trying to solve a puzzle he didn't ask for. Class president doing dirty work. His voice dipped, teasing, It's part of my job. You replied, throwing the trash in the bin. He smirked. Cute. You ignored him. You ignored him, but your heart didn't. You turned to leave, and that's when you caught him taking another drag. Your chest tightened with irritation. Before thinking, before fear, before common sense. Marched up to him, grabbed the cigarette straight from his lips, threw it onto the ground and crushed it beneath your shoe. Silence. The entire world paused. He slowly looked up. Jungkook's gaze was wild, not angry, amused, intrigued, and surprised. No smoking here. Your tone was steady, stronger than you felt. He stepped closer, so close your back brushed the cold wall behind you. And if I don't stop? His voice dropped lower. You could smell him now. Leather meant trouble. You raised your chin, refusing to back down. I'll take it from you every time. His eyes flickered with something darker. Anyone else touched my cigarette like that? He lifted his hand, tapping it beside your head on the wall, caging you in. They would be on their knees apologizing. Your breath caught. You want me to apologize? There was silence. He was looking straight in your eyes as if exploring your soul. Then he smirked. You're not everyone else though, are you? You hated how warm his words made you. You tried to slip away, but his other hand gently, so gently wrapped around your wrist. Why do you care? His gaze searched your face like he needed a reason to stop. You whispered the stupid truth. It's bad for you. Jungkook leaned closer, lips near your ear, his breath sending shivers through your bones. So care about me then. Your niece threatened betrayal. That's not what I meant. Then what do you mean, princess? His voice stroked your spine. Because you look at me like I matter. Your throat dried. You couldn't lie. He would hear it. You shouldn't get addicted to things that destroy you. You murmured. His lips brushed the slightest smile, wrecking you completely. What about getting addicted to you? That sentence hit you like a lightning strike. Your heart forgot how to beat. He moved even closer, noses inches apart, eyes locked with yours. Will you destroy me? His whisper slid across your skin. You forced yourself to breathe. I said, get addicted to things that help you. And then, his fingertips grazed your jaw, barely touching, yet your entire body reacted. What if you help me? He whispered it like a confession. Will you let me need you? Your pulse hammered. Your voice came out as a shaky warning. Don't play with me, Jungkook. Oh, princess, he whispered back. You talk about playing while you are the one ruining me. Your chest pressed against his when you inhaled. Too close, too dangerous. You pushed past him because if you stayed a second longer, you weren't sure you would walk away at all. But before you could escape fully, hey, his fingers hooked your pinky, soft, unexpected. You turned. Thanks for caring. The sentence was low, real, no smirk, no mask. He let your finger go, and this time he walked away first, leaving you breathless, leaving you wanting more, leaving you terrified of how fast you were falling. Things were different now. The air had changed. You had changed. Every time you walked into class, you could feel him before you even saw him. And today he did not look away. His eyes stayed glued to you like he was memorizing every breath. That dangerous focus made electricity crawl under your skin. He leaned back in his chair, legs stretched out, spinning his cigarette pack between his fingers, slowly, deliberately, like he wanted you to see what temptation still clung to him. Your eyes narrowed. He smirked. He knew you hated it. He laughed that you hated it. Each time your gaze slipped to the pack, he tapped it against his desk like he was asking, will you stop me again? Your heartbeat answered loud enough for both of you. When the bell rang, you rushed out, too nervous, too aware, but he followed. You reached the back corridor near the exit, the spot where shadows cling to walls and secrets feel safe, and there he was, cigarette lit, smoke brushing his lips. He stared at you like he was inviting the confrontation, but today you did not lecture, you did not speak. You walked straight up to him, your hand sliding to his wrist, plucking the cigarette from his fingers, and instead of throwing it on the ground, you flicked it away behind him without breaking eye contact. Before he could smirk, you grabbed the front of his shirt and kissed him. His breath hitched, surprised, but then he kissed you back like you were the first taste of oxygen after drowning. His hands framed your face, thumb brushing your cheek, pulling you deeper. Heat rushed through you, a warmth that had nothing to do with fire and everything to do with him. When you finally pulled away, your nose still touched his, your lips trembling against his skin. His voice came out rough, undone. What are you doing to me? You breathed against his mouth, ending a bad addiction. His heartbeat was wild under your palms and replacing it with a worse one. He whispered, lips brushing yours again. You smiled, soft but powerful. I'm ready to help you quit cigarettes. Your hand slid to his chest, over his heart, and if you need something to get addicted to, your lips hovered dangerously close to his. I'll be your new addiction. He exhaled sharply, your name leaving his mouth like a prayer he never meant to say. You don't know what you are asking for. He warned, voice shaking. You smirked, bold, fearless, his weakness. Oh, I do. Jungkook rested his forehead against yours, trying to steady himself but failing beautifully. If I start wanting you, he whispered, I won't be able to stop. Your breath ghosted over his lips. Good. A fire lit behind his eyes, the kind that didn't destroy, the kind that made you feel alive. He cupped your jaw again, kissing you harder this time. No hesitation, no mask, no lies, just need. Just addiction. Just you and him, and a choice already made.